Good morning, football fans! The energy is palpable, the anticipation is building, and the season is about to kick off. But amidst all the excitement, a shadow of uncertainty hangs over the Cincinnati Bengals. There's a major story brewing in Cincinnati, a situation that could significantly impact the team's performance and playoff aspirations. It's a story that has fans on edge and analysts scratching their heads. TreyHendrickson, the engine of the Bengals' defense, is absent. His locker stands empty, a stark reminder of the void he leaves behind. The question on everyone's mind: how will the Bengals cope without their defensive linchpin? Hendrickson isn't just another player. He's a force of nature on the field, a relentless pass rusher who strikes fear into the hearts of opposing quarterbacks. He's a game changer, capable of turning the tide of a contest with a single impactful play. His ability to disrupt the opponent's offense is unparalleled. A leader, both on and off the field, inspiring his teammates with his dedication and unwavering commitment. He's the kind of player who elevates the performance of everyone around him, and the heartbeat of the defense. His passion and intensity are infectious, setting the tone for the entire unit. He embodies the spirit of the Bengals defense. Since joining the Bengals in 2021, he's been nothing short of a revelation, quickly establishing himself as one of the league's premier pass rushers. He's transformed their pass rush, taking it from a weakness to a strength and instilling a sense of fear in opposing quarterbacks, bringing relentless energy and intensity to every single down. His motor never stops, and he's always striving to get to the quarterback. Offensive coordinators have to account for him on every snap, spending countless hours devising schemes to try and contain his disruptive presence, often double-teaming him, and sometimes even triple-teaming him, just to slow him down, and opening up opportunities for his teammates to make plays. His presence alone creates favorable matchups for others on the defensive line. His impact goes beyond stats. He brings an intangible quality to the team that cannot be measured by numbers alone. He's a veteran presence and sets the standard for the younger players on the team, showing them what it takes to succeed at the highest level, for work ethic and intensity. He leads by example, pushing himself to the limit in every practice and game. When the Bengals need a big play, a crucial stop, or a game-changing turnover, Hendrickson delivers. He thrives in pressure situations and has a knack for making the key play when it matters most. As the team eyes a Super Bowl run and sets their sights on hoisting the Lombardi Trophy, his absence looms large, casting a shadow of doubt over their championship aspirations. Without him, the defense loses its edge, its bite, and its ability to consistently pressure the quarterback. And the pass rush suffers, giving opposing quarterbacks more time to dissect the defense and make plays. That's why his current holdout, and the uncertainty surrounding his return, is such a massive story for the Bengals, and a cause for concern for their loyal fan base. The clock is ticking, and the Bengals need to find a resolution quickly. It's late July, NFL training camp time. Training camp is where teams build chemistry, install playbooks, and compete for roster spots. Every player under contract is expected to report. It's mandatory and sets the tone for the season. For a player like Hendrickson, camp is crucial for fine-tuning skills and building cohesion with teammates. Without him, the defense practices without its leader, disrupting timing and communication. Skipping camp isn't like missing a voluntary workout. It's a major statement. It signals a serious issue between player and team. That's the situation in Cincinnati. The Bengals are preparing for a title run, but their star pass rusher is missing. The team feels his absence on and off the field. The Cincinnati Bengals training camp is underway, but a key player is noticeably absent. So, the burning question on everyone's mind is, why isn't TreyHendrickson at camp with his teammates? What's keeping this defensive powerhouse away from preparing for the upcoming season? The simple answer, though layered with complexity, is that he's holding out over his current contract. It's a strategic move, a calculated gamble, and a clear message sent to the Bengals organization. TreyHendrickson firmly believes that he has consistently outperformed the terms of his current deal. His performance on the field speaks volumes, showcasing his value as a premier pass rusher in the league. He's not just meeting expectations, he's exceeding them. Consequently, Hendrickson and his representation are seeking a new contract that accurately reflects his elite status among NFL defensive ends. He wants to be compensated at a level that acknowledges his impact and contribution to the Bengals' defense. Earlier this offseason, the situation escalated to the point where he even formally requested a trade from the Bengals. This wasn't a casual suggestion, it was a formal request, signaling a significant level of dissatisfaction. This trade request served as clear evidence of his growing frustration with the Bengals' perceived unwillingness to renegotiate his contract. It was a public display of his discontent, leaving no room for ambiguity. Now, as training camp commences, he's strategically using his absence as leverage in these ongoing negotiations. By staying away, he's hoping to force the Bengals' hand. This holdout is a calculated move, designed to put public pressure squarely on the Bengals' front office to come to the negotiating table and offer him a deal that he deems fair. In the world of professional sports, a holdout is often a player's strongest bargaining chip when contract talks stall or fail to progress to their satisfaction. It's a powerful tool, albeit a risky one. A holdout inevitably creates a daily distraction for the entire team, disrupting team chemistry and potentially impacting preparations for the upcoming season. The absence of a key player can be felt throughout the organization. Hendrickson's bet is a calculated one. He's wagering that the Bengals recognize his immense value and ultimately need him enough to meet his contract demands. He's confident in his worth to the team. For Hendrickson, this holdout transcends mere financial gain. It's fundamentally about earning the respect he deserves, securing his financial future, and ensuring that he's compensated in a manner commensurate with his performance and standing as a top-tier pass rusher in the National Football League. Throughout his career, he's closely observed his peers, fellow defensive stars, signing massive, lucrative deals with their respective teams. And understandably, he desires similar recognition and financial security, aligning his compensation with the top players at his position across the league. In the physically demanding and often unforgiving world of professional football, where careers can be abruptly cut short due to injury, securing long-term financial security for oneself and one's family becomes paramount. It's about planning for life after football. TreyHendrickson is demonstrably willing to risk incurring substantial fines and penalties associated with missing training camp, and he's also prepared to face potential displeasure from the Bengals team management in order to achieve what he firmly believes he has rightfully earned through his performance and dedication. What we're witnessing is a high-stakes standoff, a complex negotiation playing out between a highly valued player and the team's management, each with their own objectives and priorities. The outcome remains uncertain. Let's look at the numbers behind Hendrickson's holdout. He signed a 4-year, $60 million deal in 2021. A great value then, but now he's outperformed it. Entering the final year, he's set to make $15 million, well below what elite pass rushers now earn. The market has exploded, with top defensive ends making $25-30 million per year. Hendrickson wants a raise and long-term security, likely aiming for a top 5 salary at his position. Guaranteed money is key. It protects players from injury or being cut. The Bengals must weigh his production against his age. He's now over 30. They have to decide, reward his elite play, or be cautious about a long-term commitment. This is the core conflict, a star seeking fair pay and a team balancing risk and reward. The outcome will shape the Bengals' future. Now, let's see it from the Bengals side. The front office, led by Mike Brown and Duke Tobin, is known for patience and fiscal discipline. They've praised Hendrickson, but insist on sticking to their process and budget. With big contracts already given to Joe Burrow and others, every new deal impacts the roster. The Bengals want to sustain long-term success, not just win now. They value Hendrickson, but won't easily break their salary structure. For now, they're calm, hoping the situation resolves without compromising their principles. Holding out is costly for Hendrickson. Under the NFL's rules, he's fined $50,000 for every day missed, non-negotiable, even if a new deal is reached. Missing all of camp could cost him over $2 million, plus more for preseason games. These fines add pressure, making a holdout painful and risky. Hendrickson and his agent are betting the reward of a new contract outweighs the short-term loss. For the Bengals, the fines are automatic, but the distraction grows daily. Both sides feel the urgency as the financial and football stakes rise. The longer this drags on, the more costly it becomes for everyone. Resolution is in everyone's best interest. TreyHendrickson's contract situation with the Cincinnati Bengals has become a focal point of discussion among NFL analysts and fans alike. To truly understand the core of Hendrickson's stance and why he might be seeking a revised deal, we need to delve into the numbers and contextualize his performance within the landscape of the league's premier pass rushers. Let's compare his numbers to the NFL's best, the players who are consistently recognized as the elite at their position. We're not just looking at raw sack totals, but also at pressures, quarterback hits, and other advanced metrics that paint a more complete picture of a defensive end's impact. Myles Garrett, for example, a perennial Pro Bowler and Defensive Player of the Year candidate, earns $25 million per year, a figure that places him among the highest-paid defensive players in the NFL. This lucrative contract reflects his consistent dominance and impact on the Cleveland Browns' defense, and is widely considered elite, a game-changer capable of single-handedly disrupting opposing offenses. His reputation precedes him, and his paycheck reflects that. Now let's examine Hendrickson's sack totals since joining the Bengals. Since arriving in Cincinnati, he has consistently demonstrated an ability to get to the quarterback. His numbers rival anyone in the league over that span. He's not just having flashes of brilliance, he's been consistently productive. He's reached double digits every season, showcasing a remarkable level of consistency and reliability as a pass rusher. This isn't a one-year wonder, it's sustained excellence. This includes a career-high 17.5 sacks in 2023, a testament to his continued development and impact on the Bengals' defense. That number placed him among the league leaders and solidified his status as a top-tier pass rusher. His impact isn't just in stats, it extends beyond the box score. He's a player who elevates the performance of those around him. He delivers in big moments, consistently rising to the occasion when the stakes are highest. Think of crucial third downs and game-deciding plays, and he is a disruptive force that opposing offenses must account for on every single snap. He commands double teams and alters game plans. Advanced metrics back him up, further solidifying his case as one of the league's most impactful defensive players. These aren't just subjective observations. The data supports the claim. He's consistently among league leaders in pressures and win rate, demonstrating his ability to not only get to the quarterback, but also to consistently beat his blockers. He's not just cleaning up the easy plays, he's generating opportunities for himself and his teammates. He's creating chaos in the backfield, forcing quarterbacks to make hurried decisions and disrupting the timing of the entire offense. Hendrickson's production consistently matches or even exceeds that of higher-paid stars like Garrett, despite earning significantly less. T.J. Watt, another Defensive Player of the Year winner, and Nick Bosa, all players who command top dollar in the NFL. He's not asking for a raise based on potential or past performance. He's arguing for a salary that reflects his current value. He's producing at an elite level right now, and his contract should reflect that reality. The film and the stats both unequivocally support his case, making it difficult to argue against his claim for a more lucrative deal. That's why this contract dispute is so compelling and has garnered so much attention. It's a matter of a player performing at the highest level, seeking compensation commensurate with his production. Hendrickson has undeniably earned a seat at the table with the NFL's best, and his contract negotiations will be a fascinating case study in player valuation. This negotiation is about more than just money for one season. At 30, this is likely Hendrickson's last shot at a massive contract. If he plays out his deal and gets hurt, his value drops. So the time to secure his future is now. Football's risks are real. Guaranteed money is a safety net for players and their families. For the Bengals, the decision impacts their Super Bowl window and future roster flexibility. Paying Hendrickson could limit moves elsewhere, but losing him weakens the defense. This is a defining moment for both sides, rewarding performance versus managing the cap. The outcome will send a message to the locker room about how the team values its stars. It's a delicate balance between loyalty and business. So, what's next? The best-case scenario, both sides compromise, Hendrickson gets a raise, and the Bengals keep their star. If the holdout drags on, pressure mounts as the season nears. Sometimes a deal gets done just before week 1. If talks stall, things could get ugly. Hendrickson might sit out games, or the Bengals could explore a trade. For now, it's a waiting game, with fans watching every update. The key date, the start of the regular season. If Hendrickson isn't back by then, the stakes get even higher. Cincinnati hopes for a resolution and a focused run at the Super Bowl.